If we look at it with the compute power that we have today and what is to come, do I really need an army of people anymore in a SOC? Because why can't I train a large language model on all the attack methodology in the MITRE ATT&CK framework, look for those indicators of compromise in my logs, auto-correlate faster than any level 1, level 2, level 3 SOC analyst could ever hope to do, right? And take action based on a playbook given the right result. So are we getting into a situation in cyber in the near future where this might become a robot versus robot game?
So yes and no. We'll never get rid of the human. Let's go through that in a second. This is actually referred to as the defender's dilemma.
Okay.
There's a name given to it, and the best paper that I always recommend is by Phil Venables, the CISO for Google Cloud, actually now former CISO Google Cloud. He left and he's an advisor, and his colleague Royal Hansen wrote this paper. It's called Defender's Dilemma, and it talks about the advantages to both the offense and defense. It's actually got more potential for increasing the defender's ability to do just what you're saying. And we're already seeing benefits from this. So spam filters have been around for decades. Well, they're based on AI. And it turns out those filters actually, this is mind numbing, they actually strip off somewhere around 98 to 99% of the malicious traffic before it ever hits the enterprise. We have seen in the past couple of years ISPs and other product suites doing more to detect malicious behavior before it ever makes it to us. So the volume of malicious behavior at the network level that makes it to an enterprise has been going down. The downside is we're seeing a massive increase in social engineering attacks because of chat GPT and the like. Here's a statistic. It turns out, and I never knew this, that Japan had like almost no incidents of ransomware because there weren't enough malicious actors who were native Japanese speakers. Chat,
Really?
I heard this and I was like, if, the person who shared this with me, I'm like, if I didn't know you, I want to know what joke you're playing on me. So what happens? ChatGPT comes along, all of a sudden ransomware attacks against Japan make sense. Look at the changes in social engineering attacks, phishing attacks over the past few years. I used to get up at conferences and talk about this stuff, and I would say, all right, how many people in the past 24 hours got an email about a magical cure for a deadly disease you never knew you had, or a relative overseas that was going to send you millions of dollars if you sold them $10,000 first, or somebody from Eastern Europe who wants to have your baby that you've never met? And the hands, I swear, like everybody in the room, all the hands were up, right? Because those are the three spams I used to get, I swear, daily. Past couple of years, look at what's going on. I don't think I've received one of those messages in months. The messages we get now are much more sophisticated. The last statistics I saw was ChatGPT hit the market October of 2022. In February of 2023, 4 months later, it was reported that the amount of traffic on the dark web about the use of AI in ransomware attacks had increased by 170%, and the efficiency of the attacks was north of 50%. So
Wow.
we got a higher volume, faster to turn around, faster to correct, higher efficiency. And we've seen those numbers just keep going. At the same time, we're seeing that all the filtering and responses, because of AI, that never reach into the enterprise are having a similar impact. So, there's a net increase, but not as much as you would think it would be. And the net increase is more because we historically haven't paid enough attention to the human dimension, critical thinking by the human. And we're getting better. We always will.